Hey gamers. I'm actually to change the vibes, I'm gonna close Silent Hill actually, so that that music is not the thing happening in the background of apple splitting. I brought 3 apples, whoop, to give demonstrations. How to split an apple in half with your bare hands. Here's my guide. First of all, you want to start with a smaller apple. I think that is probably my main tip. And by small, I mean like circumference. So you need to be able to get like you need to be able to grasp it so firmly with your hand, because all of the power of splitting it is coming from your hands just opening it kind of like a book. So if it's too big, I think it's just, it's harder to get the leveraging that you need for it. A lot of these tips come from Bob Mortimer himself on his recommendation. Another thing is, hold on, there we go. A horror game where the enemy opens heads like apples. That would be so fucked. The other thing is, if it has a stem, you're going to want to remove the stem. That's just a personal tip. I have found it impossible to split them when they have a stem. If you want to be particularly folksy, this is what we always did growing up, is that if you have like a long stem that you can grab a hold of, you would grab it and you would spin the apple. And every time you spin it, you say another letter. And then when the stem finally pops out, that's the letter that is the first name of the man you're going to marry. We had a lot of apple-based folklore and magic. You've also did the stem thing? Hell yeah. Yeah, so you go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, pop. And then that's how you know who you're going to marry. Apple divination, yeah, a classic. So go ahead and divine your love. Oh, the CCs have quit. Source not streamed. You're wrong. You're wrong. Oh, you're right. Hold on, let me find it. That work? There we go. Okay. So you'll want a small one. Here's what another big tip is. My instinct when I started was to try to twist. That's not going to get you anywhere. It's not an effective method. You are pulling it apart like an apple. Thank you, 2% gold. Oh, you made a cake to celebrate? Yes. Today was the 100th episode drop for Burnt Cookbook Party. My actual play show is incredible. What if we twist and shout? Then that'll be fun for you, but it's not going to split an apple. I'm back. Okay. The other thing I'll say is that if the apple is too soft, you're going to pulverize it before you can split it. So you want a small, crisp apple with no stem. That is your best starting place. I haven't noticed height making much of a difference. It really is just circumference. Then you want to get the ball of your flesh. You're going apple picking on Monday. Genuinely, nothing will make you seem cooler than picking up an apple off the ground or from a tree and splitting it immediately. The other thing I'll say is that I have found that apples... Does this only work with apples? Yeah, to my knowledge. I've tried splitting some other things and have not been successful, really. Apples, they seem to have a lobe. Could you use a pear? I don't think you could get the right leverage. Because you also need your fingers down here at the bunghole. And you want your palms, the meat of your palms on the top, surrounding the top of it. I bet, yeah, this is the thing is like the other things that have a lobe like nectarines or peaches are so soft that I do think I think it would squelch before it cracked, if that makes sense. So basically you want your thumbs up, hands at the bottom. Yeah, a hard, crisp fruit, basically. And then you want the fleshy parts of your thumbs to be around the top where the stem is. And then you just want to grab hold, and mainly the pressure is coming from the thumbs. Basically, it's like your skin is grasping onto the apple. Like the skin is really applying a lot of the pressure. And sometimes I have to spin the apple a little bit to find where I think it's going to split. This is one of those things where, like, now that I've been talking about it so much, I'm worried I'm not going to be able to do it because I'm going to be thinking about it too much. But basically, yeah, you just want to, I recommend spinning it a little bit, and there will be an instinctive moment. Small hands, I do think, make it harder. The apple yips. I haven't genuinely started doing it. I'm trying to figure out if there's a way to communicate what the lobe is, how you can feel the lobe. I can't say. It's just instinct. Stupid. I do feel like you can feel where it's gonna split well. It's like chicken sexting. Yeah, you just gotta do it. All right. So, yeah, let's try this one. Oh, see, could you hear that? Could you hear it split? I picked it up immediately. And this is the weird thing, is that some apples split immediately, and some of them take a little bit of coaxing. But you can see, like, when you hear that sound, that is the first sign of it splitting, and you can see it is starting to split here at the top. Once you hear that sound, you're good to go. Just keep going. The split sound is so satisfying. But yeah, once you hear that split, this is the other thing, is there were a couple times when I was practicing before I got good at this that I would hear that split and be like, but I wouldn't be able to see it really, and I would give up. But that sound, when you will start to hear it go, basically. And then once you have the split, it just wants to go. Let's see. Like, and so this is the biggest of the three. It is just like, when they want to go, they want to go. I'm going to take one bite out of every apple I split. I did not mute. Late Artemis is really funny. There's I read a really good article about wild apple trees in Maine. Maine has like a huge amount of wild apple trees. I read this article and then went to Maine in the fall when it was apple season, and there were genuinely just like apple trees everywhere. I'm not a core eater. There are apple trees everywhere, in insane colors, and we would just go and we would find, like, there would be an apple tree on the side of the road. We would stop and we would pick apples and we would try them out, and it would be like, well, that's an apple I've never tasted before because it's a wild varietal. It hasn't been like cultivated. It probably never will be cultivated. And some of them were good and some of them were bad. But the article mentioned that I don't think it was an actual article. I think it was just like a website of somebody who lived in Maine and went apple picking. But the site listed some of the weirder flavors they had, and they said they had one flavor that tasted like Cheez-Its. Like it had like a baked cheesy flavor to a wild apple. Crazy, crazy shit. Apples are so wild. There was also, the fruit flies have begun to congregate. There was also a really fascinating, like, there are people who are like dedicated to trying to find rare varietals or like extinct varietals of apples that used to be cultivated but aren't anymore because they weren't viable enough. Is it the yeast on the outside? Mectal? I don't know. I can answer no follow-up questions about the cheese-flavored apples. Oh, low guppy, that's a shame. Do you go and eat apples off trees very often? There was one, this is a really good article. This one was an actual article and was quite long, about somebody who literally travels the country trying to find lost varieties of apples. And there was one that they were trying to track down. It was their holy grail. And they only knew it existed because it had one time, like 120 years ago, won an award for like a state fair. And the winners of this state fair, the winning apples had wax molds made out of them. And we still have those wax molds. Fucking crazy. We still have these award-winning state fair apple wax molds. And so they had like a nameplate. They had a kind of a beautiful example of what one of these apples looked like. And they had like a description, I think, from the state fair of what its flavor was. And so they were like, okay, this is my white whale. This is my holy grail. And basically what they would do is they would go to like farms that had been in the same family for generations. And they went to one that was not even an apple farm, but he was talking to him and had pictures of this wax farm or this wax apple. And they finally found a farmer who was like, oh, yeah, I remember my father or my grandpa talking about this apple. We have a tree. We have one tree of it over in this way. And the farmer leads this guy out to this tree and they look at it and they bite into it and they're like, this isn't it. It's not the right apple tree. And so the farmer goes and the guy's just walking around a little bit and he's walking in the area and finds nearby the actual apple tree that he was looking for. It wasn't the exact one that had been pointed out to the farmer, but it was nearby. It was like in the same area where all these other wild apple trees were. And so he's just wandering around and he finds it. He finds the Holy Grail apple. I will try to find a link to this article because it is fascinating. It is fascinating. I am fascinated by heirloom apple lost media. I am fascinated by like heirloom. I'm fascinated by capitalism and the ways in which it has altered our food ways. And I really love people. Most are very sour little crab apples. That's fair, low guppy. The ways in which like you go to a store and there's like 5 varieties of apples, right? And those are the apples that ship the best. They grow the most reliably. Are they the best flavor? Are they the best texture? No, but they have other qualities that make them the best to be sold. But there are other apples out there that are like not viable in a capitalist sense, but which still have interesting flavors or textures or are interesting in other ways. And I think it's fascinating to also think about like a lot of heirloom seeds or heirloom products are not viable in the food ways that we have now, right? Like they won't ship well or whatever. And so we don't cultivate them anymore. And some of them are just gone, right? Because all cultivated food stuffs used to be wild, right? All carrots that we get are based on a wild carrot that was cultivated in a accidental or purposeful method. And so you have all these wild versions that still exist out there a lot of times and might be beneficial in other ways. They might be more nutritious, for example, or, a beautiful color or have other qualities that make them good, even if they don't make them as commercially viable. I remember reading once, this was not my experience, but I remember hearing that, because America has an insane number of varieties. It's Apple Stream now. We'll play Silent Hill eventually. There are, like when there's one banana that we think of as bananas in America, the banana that you get in the store. I've got a piece of art that's like a tapestry. Let me just go get it. It says a whole world of bananas to enjoy. Bananas. Anyway, so there's fruits, right? You can get the red ones where you are. I mean, this is the sort of thing is like, if you go to like an international market, or I used to love to go when I was in New York, go to the Chinatown fruit markets, because they would have all sorts of stuff that you wouldn't normally be able to get at stores, and for very reasonable prices. So you could get like Thai bananas or like all sorts of things. And so it's just one of those things where it's like, there's so much food out there. Granny Smith is your go-to, but lately you've been digging Pink Lady apples. The best apple I've ever had was a Braeburn. But Braeburns, I feel like, are not reliably wonderful, but they are one of my favorite. They're very tart. Well, they're not very tart. They're not like Granny Smith tart, but they're tart, and they're... Ooh, Mechtel, this might be it. Yes, there is a passion fruit native to Missouri. I've had it. I've had it. The bike group I go to, one of the people grows them. Hey, Annika. I love a Cosmic Crisp. I actually think these might be Cosmic Crisp. I don't know. I don't remember what these are. You grow them? That's so fun. I'm jealous. Around this time last year, there's a local who grows the Missouri passion fruit, and they brought some. And first of all, delicious. He actually just recently brought some at a bike ride too. They are delicious, but he gave me one that I've dried out that I'm hoping to plant on my father's property someday. They're incredibly resilient because you're able to grow them. So I don't know. This is just one of those things where it's like, if you go to small farms, oftentimes they will have like local varieties of stuff that grows well in that area, but is not viable. Oh, Mechtel, yes. It was just pawpaw season here in Missouri. And pawpaw season was later this year because we had a lot of water at the beginning of the year, but then we had kind of a drought. I went to a pawpaw festival that was happening here in the St. Louis area, and got some pawpaws, got some pawpaw juice. They're delightful. Pawpaws are incredible, but again, like not super viable because you have to, if I remember correctly, you have to hand pollinate pawpaws. And so this is one of those things where it's like, it's not super viable in a mass marketing sort of perspective. But for now, this is the other thing is like, if a big company if Monsanto decides that they want to crack it, they could just crack it, and then pawpaws could be another income source for them. It's probably not the most viable option, but pawpaws are delicious. Yeah, Mechtel, good searching. I think this is exactly the one I was referring to. Anyway, let me see if I can crack this last one. Anyway, fruits are cool. Fruits are cool. Yeah, growing seasons are getting longer, but also they're changing. They're getting different. And it's something to keep an eye on as well. Ugh. Unless they're a plant person. Yeah, that's true. I have... Oh, there it goes. See, this one was a little bit tougher. I don't know why it was tougher, but it was. You might have seen me like adjust it in my hand where I was moving it. I was trying to find the lobe. It's so crisp. I think the crispness is key. I just have a pile of apples. I'll have to make applesauce or something. Oh, I love a cameo. Apples are good. Apples are so good. Hold on. Apples are lovely. Anyway. God, what am I going to do with all these apples? Okay, I'm just going to pile them up here. Ooh, cool. Tornado of Bee says, I did my undergrad thesis on the importance of non-commercial access to different seed varietals for native fruits and vegetables. This is exactly my scene. Yeah, when I moved back into this area, my home library, which is not my home library anymore, had a seed library that was all like local heirloom varietals. So you could go and get like local carrots and local potatoes and stuff, get the seeds for it to plant. And I always thought that was so sweet. I did plant some of them. They did okay. This is the thing, is like the seeds didn't do as well as other varietals, as like more commercial seeds, basically. But they did pretty good. And they were really beautiful. I mean, yeah, the carrots I got, I don't remember what they're called, like dragon breath or something. But they were like this beautiful, jewelly, like dark red, dark orange, really, really unique colors, really beautiful. Yeah, that's the thing, is commercial seeds are commercial for a reason. Yeah, they will give you the results that you are most looking for, but it's fun also to do varietal stuff, unique heirloom varietal stuff. I don't know. Food's cool. So that's how you hand split an apple. I hope that was, yeah, dragon carrot seeds. That's the one. Ugh, look at how beautiful they are. And still that lovely orange inside. Yeah, xenonym. This is an issue. Xenonym says an increasing issue in monoculture of commercial seeds mean that one disease wipes out all the farms. That is what's happening with bananas. Yeah. All right. Ha! Are there any other questions about apple splitting? That's true. It already happened to bananas. I believe it is happening again to bananas. There was the earlier variety of bananas, and now we use the monoculture for bananas is the Cavendish. Oh, hey, Jack. Playing games. I was just here for the apple content. Yeah, I also play games on the stream sometimes, but it's not as important as the apple stuff. Anyway, support local farms, and you should also grow stuff yourself. It's fun and rewarding. Yeah, the Cavendish fungus. Oh. I also have banana bread, ironically. That Mechtel, that's really funny. That's good context. Another thing is, I mean, if you're ever traveling internationally, it can be really fun and rewarding to just go to a grocery store and buy whatever foods the locals are eating, like whatever fruit and veg. When I was in Japan, Geez, you didn't see the last VOD? We have a fox arm now. Normal and cool stuff. When I was in Japan, I saw so many ads, and every grocery store I went to had giant displays for kiwis like a Kiwi marketer or Kiwi producer was like going really hard on advertising to the Japanese people to eat more kiwis, which is really funny to me. And I get it. Kiwi's good. The citrus fruit xenonym. The citrus fruit of Japan. My obsession. Yuzu is making a big inroad in America, or has the last like 5 or 6 years. Yuzu has become way more popular in America, but there are so many others. And I do everything I can to eat as many citrus from Japan as I can. The other thing is, Japan has... I actually talk about this, I think, in the in one of my travel logs that's up on my Patreon. But I went to an exhibition about Japanese food cultures, and they talk at length about how extremely diverse Japanese food cultures are, because they basically haven't wiped everything out to do monoculture farming. So there's just an insane amount of variety of plants and fungus and vegetables and everything that people eat in Japan. And so the exhibition talked about that a bunch. It was fascinating. Thy lovely silver arm grows strong, thy figure no longer mortal but divine. Onto thy limb has the power of purification been bestowed. Grace us now with thy newfound strength. So what has happened in this game? So we're in the Foxland. We're in the alternate world, where the fox guy was. He took us to a shrine where we ritually cut off our own arm, and they put this fox arm ? They say it's a fox arm. I'll take their word for it. This fox arm in its place, and now we can now we don't have a naginata anymore, which is a huge disappointment for some of us. But we can destroy stuff now. And my guess is we're gonna have to keep hot swapping body parts. The beast arm's very cool. I don't mind the beast arm. So we're trying to get to the second ritual chamber, which my guess is up this way. This might have been where we came from, though. F stands for feral. It's possible. Is this where I came from? Yeah, I think this is how we got up here. All right. Okay, so we're trying to find the second ritual chamber. And that's where we just came from. I think it was Wake Up My Butt, Mechtel. Hey, Theo. Okay. Maybe we're supposed to go back to this gate? I mean, there looks... Okay, wait. There looks like there's a way down over there. I also remember there being... Yeah. Some obnoxious enemies that I did not want to have to bother fucking with. Maybe I could go around. Maybe if I cut through, they'll be chill. Well, I think what this means is that I'm gonna have to fight them later. Okay. Oh, more Arare. A little snack. Maybe this is here so that if I open it, oh no, I want to go out this way. Maybe? Yeah. And maybe go this way? I might have to, here's the thing I'm gonna do for myself. Right, adjust the brightness settings. It's just a little, well, it's a little bit better. It's dark enough that it was kind of hurting my eyes. Oh, banana chat. Hold on. Okay. Can you hear me? Yes, and it's all, okay. It's all working. All right. Okay. What? I've got wolf arm though. Okay. So I'm not supposed to go here, but I've got a big ass wolf arm. How dare you? How dare you limit me? Okay, so it's not that. Is it? I think this just leads back to where I came from. This is where I got, this is the first chamber. Right? Yeah? Right, maybe I just need to leave? Maybe it's in a different area? Let me go ahead and allow that, Ryan. I can't believe it's censored. I feel like the asterisk made it censored. Okay. Maybe I need to... I'm worried they're gonna make me fight these ladies, but that is going to be annoying for me. I mean, I know it's gonna be annoying for me, but are they gonna make me fight them is the question. Kind of seems like maybe? I mean, it seems like eventually. Well, maybe I need to do it now. All right. The fox arm very cool is what I will say. It's annoying that I can't lock onto this. Look at me. Fox arm does not feel Silent Hill. Nothing about this game feels Silent Hill. I'm trying to just accept it. Okay. Maybe, okay, yeah, it looks like there's hallways down here. Let's go that way. It is cool. It's not very Silent Hill, but it is cool. I will grant that. Alright, maybe this way? No, that's outside. I overshot. My kingdom for a mini-map. Is this room right now? All right, it looks like... I see. Okay, so I cannot, for whatever reason, get through these doors yet, even though... Franchises are tough, and adopting a franchise that has essentially been dead for kind of a while is a difficult undertaking. Have some Arare. Rack sanity. Okay. No. The game also has issues outside of the Silent Hill thing. Alright, so I can't get through... I won't budge. So there's a door here. Well, there's a hallway on the other side here, but I can't access it. And I can't get through there. This is where I was. All right, we've done a loop. I see, there's a door over there. Are you where I need to go? There we go, okay. Housemaid's note. However, the child she carried was unmistakably a descendant of the Tsunekis, and their blood lies in wait for tragedy to strike. It is only a matter of time before the child exacts their revenge. I believe that the next time there is turmoil within the Tsuneki family, that child will make their move. Okay. Ooh! Slightly restore health after defeating an enemy. Got some sushi. This was absolutely not the way forward. Cool. Cool fox masks. Oh, Mirth D, would you, make me a cup too? Well. Oh. Oh. I gotta give some stuff up. How long was that sushi sitting there? It's a good question. And Ari sushi isn't fish sushi, so I think it'll be okay. But I do want to... I think that might have been the way forward, but I want to give up. I want to drop some stuff. Fully restore health, stamina, and current. That's pretty good. I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna run back, get that Yokon and that comb, sell that, and then we'll progress. Assuming I can find those things again. Okay, yeah. I don't know. I have been thinking a lot, partially because Jack keeps asking me about it. I've been thinking a lot about what makes a Silent Hill game? What makes something identifiable as a Silent Hill game? What defines the franchise outside of the name Silent Hill? And it's a tricky question. Well, okay, I've done another fucking circle. I guess let's just open every door. One thing that I do feel like I am missing in this version is that Silent Hill has always been very industrial. That's part of it. It's nasty. They're nasty, grungy games. And they are like deeply... Yeah? Will you open from the other side? They're super industrial and they're super grimy. And not that this game isn't grimy, but it's not grimy in a way that I feel. Does that make sense? Like, it's not grimy in a visceral way that I feel like extends past the bounds of the game. Open you. Pastoral rather than industrial. That's funny. You mean that it's too pretty? It is very pretty. That's not a complaint, though. Oh, hey. Were you always there? So that guy was over here. Okay, all right. No good, won't budge. Will budge? Ah. I mean, this game looks moldy and muddy. Yeah, I guess. It looks old. All right. Oh, am I gonna get a sick tattoo? Hell yeah! A tattoo of a spine on my spine. That's what that means, right? They're gonna put a tattoo of a spine on my spine? Oh. Did you eat the thing I gave you? Ugh. It's nasty. No, let me get this. Okay, gang. Probably gonna die again. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me soul siphon real quick. Okay, ma'am. I definitely don't want to be in this corner. In fact, let me eat a bandage real quick. I'll say also, like, it's clear that they've done a lot of work with the design of this monster. It doesn't... I don't find it to be a particularly exciting fight. Like, it's just not... Oh, you just saw the substance glumper. Substance so good. Yeah, I fought this one already. I thought it was a boss, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's just like, it's not a particularly interesting fight. Oh, we were warded. That's cool. It is very, the vibe of it is very the substance. I guess I should save. That would be annoying to have to redo. I have to imagine we're just gonna go straight into another cutscene. Ah! As Marshall, you're so right. Blood loss. I think we are likely to be approaching body horror time again, Mallory. So just a heads up. Be aware. Oh no, my spine! Oh, lift the shirt at least. Lift the shirt at least! Oh. I was eating an apple, the controller was not in my hands, but it buzzed a little when she fell.
君は本当に頑張った。次でここでの儀式は最後だ。
Listen, I was more than willing to mistrust this fox man. But the game said no. Also, the game should let me hit a gong. Ooh, what's happening in the bottom left corner?
こっちだ。
Something crazy happened with my UI down there. I mean, look, the game is pretty. This is a pretty shrine. What was burned into her bag? Whatever is burned into her... It looks like a flower of some kind. I don't know what's happening on her front. Maybe just blood? Maybe it's seared all the way through? It's the crest of the fox family. Ah! Oh, the kudzu leaf. Okay. Well, then that's totally fine. That's totally fine and chill. Yeah, I think it's the same imagery that has become part of our UI down there in the bottom. Replacing our sanity meter aspect. I'm assuming this will let me get through the walls that were blocked previously. But not before I do some more combat. Ah, the kudzu seal will fill you up as you use soul siphon. Okay, I was wondering what the point of siphoning stuff was. Once it is full, you can use L3 plus R3 to awaken your bestial form. Enemies that have been defeated using your bestial form will not reanimate. While attacking using R1, you can unleash a devastating attack with R2. Holding down the attack for longer will allow you to deal even more damage. While attacking using R1, can release a devastating attack with R2. So I guess like during the animation? While in your awakened form, I love the little red outline of the creatures we've been fighting. While in your awakened form, you can perform a counter using R2 so long as a counter is possible, even if you are already in the middle of an attack. Ah, so they've added in animation canceling as a mechanic. Okay. Using L3 and R3 while in your bestial form to revert to the fox arm to its normal state. Kudzu seal will deplete while you are awakened. However, if you revert the fox arm before the seal runs out, then the seal will remain partially filled. Okay, so I don't want to burn through it all. Once it is full, I can awaken the bestial form. While in bestial form, I can attack using R1. Okay. Alright. Okay. Oh, is my... Hold on. Is this farm? Oh, okay. The arm is so big. Alright. Alright, so that's how that works. Alright. Should I be worried that holy seals are keeping me locked into rooms now? Or is that like fine and chill? Alright, leading up. We'll just go back the way we came. I think we want to go back down. Hey. Ooh, more Yokon? Oh. I see. So there's a door here with a seal. All right, and that's where I have to go. Okay. I'm allowed now. Cleric beast scream, that would be really funny. It would be funny if this game just fully leaned into being a Souls-like. Like, if this game just circled around to becoming Bloodborne, that would be pretty great, actually. We're flirting with it right now, for sure. Just need a gun. I've been saying they should just give this girl a gun. Oh, a pill. Okay, I think this was... Okay, this is where I fought that belly lady. Nice, Olympus. I normally, if I'm gonna doctor an apple, it will normally be with peanut butter because it's easier and it's what I have on more. But I do prefer... Ah, I see. I can see the seal on these doors now. I do prefer a sharp cheddar cheese with an apple as a little treat. Letter from a woman. You really are shrouded in mystery. You understand exactly how I feel, even though we haven't seen each other in years. Are you simply reading me like a book, or am I feeling exactly what it is you want me to? Recently, I'm starting to think that even I don't know who I am anymore. Ladies, if a man makes you feel that way, dump him. So I guess this must be the chambers of the fox women. The fox Miko. Alright, so that was one door. I guess we're just supposed to go to the doors that we couldn't open before. And just crack them all up. Fight whatever's behind them. Yep. Okay, did I already go this way? Yes, okay. Let's go down over here. Here's another one. Ugh, come on, you two. Ugh, I just don't want to fight you, okay? I know, this is going to get me into trouble. I just gotta fight him. Okay. Well, let me just dodge immediately into that. Alright, if I die, it's honestly fair. They got me. Okay. Trying to decide if I think the fox arm makes the combat more fun. The problem is all of the attacks are very slow. All of the attacks in the game in general are quite slow and plodding, so it doesn't feel like I can really control the pace, which I think is the thing that I find most obnoxious about it. And the fox arm has not really changed that aspect of it. Okay. Maybe something in the corner here. I mean, there's still this stuff. I must need another upgrade before I can do anything with these doors. I just don't quite know what the game wants me to do. All right. I love memories. There's something about the vibe of these like postcard art. It's really funny to me. Okay. Okay, okay, there's a door back where I was that I missed on the second floor. Back in the other ritual chamber. So I must have missed. All right, through here. Rabbit season. Hey, Raiders. How y'all doing? What were you doing over on your stream? Oh, I can't go back through this way? Have to circle around. All right, up and to the right. All right. Playing a spooky game? What spooky game? All right. I'm trying to... I want to go... I want to go up. Hey. Ugh. this even where I want to go? I want to be on the second floor. I guess. Hey. Oh, I can't cross this floor? Alright, the busted floor I can't walk across. That probably means they can't walk across it either. Is there a way out? Is this just an empty room? Okay. If I do have to come back when... Alright, I'm gonna have to fight you eventually. Gonna get rid of them now so I don't have to do it later. Why are you pretending you're not gonna attack me? Oh, did you not see me? That line of sight of these is still so confusing to me because of how their bodies twist. We really both just whiffed that one. Okay. Yeah, this feels... I mean, I'm gonna have to circle back here. It's undeniable. Plus, there is stuff. Oh! Increase inventory capacity. Covered in red and black stains. It's kind of sticky, but might still come in handy. Nice! Hell yeah. Alright, that was worth it. Yeah, my assumption is that the doors with that marking on it, I'm going to be able to pass through in the future. So this wasn't the worst use of time. Have we gotten any more Fox body parts? No, but check out our brand. We got branded. Bye, Marlo. Thank you for the raid. I will say we've spent most of this... I have spent most of this stream struggling to find where I'm supposed to go next. So there's a door there. I guess I have to go up and over. Maybe this way? Ah, ha ha ha, okay. Yeah, we did talk about fruit a lot. It's been a good stream. That's what I'm saying. Oh, I should save as well. Alright, un pill. I'll defeat the monsters. More combat? Hi! There gonna be more from the ceiling? How's my... Oh, I am ready to go into murder mode. Ooh. Interesting. Game, I swear to God, please let me lock on to anything. I got one of those dodges off. Oh, did I get you? Oh, okay.
結構なお手前
Kumquat's a citrus.
ありがとうございました
Love a kumquat. I love to just eat a whole tiny little orange. More stuff for me? All right. I mean, here's what I'll say. I'm really glad I defeated those two in that room. Because that gave me a full beast mode. It really made that fight easier, I think. Oh, God, I'm going to end up eating so many apples. Probably more body horror alert. If I had to guess based on how this has been going, body horror alert. I feel like there's about to be a horrible sound effect. Oh, I thought it was going to be a kind of a Band-Aid situation. Yeah, Boo-Ray, I don't know what to tell you. I'm with you. You couldn't give me bigger eye holes? No, Galumper, we do not need a squelch, squelch, squelch emote. Double ears? We gotta take the bunny suit off. I can't with the double ears. Triple ears if you think about it.
よく痛みをこらえてくれた。凛々しかったぞ、ひなこ。
いや、痛い。
私の目を見なさい。 ひなこ、私の目を見なさい。もう痛いことや辛いことはないよ。落ち着きなさい。
痛いことや辛いことはありません。私は落ち着きます。
それでいい。さすがひなこだ。
ありがとうございます。
さあ行こう。
はい、行きます。
Yeah, Mechtel, that's what I was thinking. His mask also looks like it's stapled on. Chat, if you got a man and he says, cut off your arm, brand your back, and tear off your face for me, dump him. Okay? Anything back here? No. Okay. Alright, this is where I need to go. But I do see a door back here that I can open now. Maybe this is the door I got in through. Oh. JK. Mallory, no. No man be she enough, Trollobite agent. Yeah! You're now able to see secrets concealed within the Dark Shrine using the Mask of the Fox Clan. Hold L2 to focus and discover hidden paths and clues. If you spot a suspicious-looking area in the Dark Shrine, use Focused. Take a good look around. Cool. I mean nasty, but cool. Yes, look at this lovely fox paintings. Okay, more divine water. I was kind of hoping for an Ema or... maybe a little Omamori for my troubles. Alright, I think when our thing fully... When our focus fully fills, that is when they goop. They goop, they goop. February 16th. It's a miracle. How could this be? The two daughter symptoms have improved dramatically. Both patients have made a full recovery. I do not understand it one bit. Could this be a phenomenon that cannot be explained through scientific means? There exists no record of any literature of a disease or toxin that could lead to such a cruel illness. Such a dramatic recovery as the two daughters experienced has likewise never been documented. Now the housemaids are whispering about a supposed curse, yet I can no longer chide them and insist science can prove it all. Ah, yeah! That's what I'm talking about. That's the good stuff. Oh, wrong button. Okay. Is there not going to be... I know this is where we're going. I'm worried that when I open that door, there's going to be a cutscene or a phase shift, so I just want to make sure I explore first. That's a box door. Where's the... There it goes. Alright, let's level. Yeah. Ooh. Hold on. How close are we? Could do health. I could get an Omamori. Increased Omamori slot. Do I have any good Omamori? This is a question. So I got the max stamina and decreased charging time. Both pretty clutch. What else do I have that I would want? When taking fatal damage from normal mirrors, this mirror will break instead, and your shit will be fully restored. That's pretty good. Slightly restore health. Increase max health. Increase max stamina. Stores an item. You will not be interrupted by normal attacks. Slightly restore health after defeating an enemy. Decrease charging time. Decrease damage taken while dodging. That actually does seem very useful. Deals additional damage when using weapons with high durability. Only effective for weapons with durability. I think, yeah, I do think I'm going to get another Omamori. Yeah. Although the sanity upgrade has been very helpful. Yeah, whatever. Alright. And then I think I'll put... I think not being, well... Let's go for max health. That's just a nice plain upgrade. The new right arm I was granted by the ritual. It feels somewhat stiff when I try using it, but I must learn how. And then, do I want to give up? I'm going to sell a couple of these divine waters. Clear up an inventory space. Okay. Is there anything... I mean, there probably was some stuff over here. Maybe? Because there was those... There were definitely hidden walls back over here. Maybe I already opened them. Yeah, I must have. Alright, let's... Let's progress the story by going to the place and doing the thing. Here we go. Anything gonna drop down? No. Okay. Well. There we go. Hey, babe. I have to walk on the Zen garden to pray? But are there goodies for me, though? Yes! Oh, a lot of goodies. Game, you know that makes me nervous. A lot of goodies. I was hoping I would leave footprints. Okay. I did forget to change the fit.
見たまえ皆が私たちを祝ってくれている
あなたの新しい生に祝福を
Oh, we getting married? People are not dressed like for a wedding, IMO. This is tricky because I want to keep eating these apples, but I have already eaten 2 apples. No. 1.5 apples.
Rinko?
私たちの世界からひな子が死んでいなくなる日なんだから。
リンコ、私はあんたの願い通り死んでいなくなるから。だから私のことなんか忘れて幸せに生きなよ。
忘れてやる、手伝ってやる。私の記憶から世界からお前の名前なんて全部消えたんですよ。
Something's happening.
私の名前は清水ひな子。
Oh, sorry. I was like, I should do inventory management, but she was speaking again. Okay. Don't need. All right. I guess everything is where it needs to be. Oh, fruit fly.
餅を知ってたくせに。
I know how you felt. Oh, can I not use items?
見たくなかった。こんなリンコ見たくなかった。
Ah, okay. I can't use items in beast mode. That makes sense, actually. Should I be attacking you? I think the... Oh, cool. I wonder wondering if they're there for me to like refill my meter in. You're good, scrub. Oh. Oh, got me there at the end.
そこまで言われる筋合いはない幸せになりたきゃ努力して運命を変えろお前さえなければ
Alright, fine. I'm sorry for calling you a scrub earlier. I should have taken the... I should have put on the item that lets me... Maybe? Let's do a little inventory Omamori management. Come closer where I can hit you. That was a bad one. Yeah, work on your own self, girl. Aw. I should be hitting more of those.
私たちはようやく本音を語り合えたね。
Damn.
これでインコの世界から清水ひな子は消えたね。お幸せにインコ。私はじゃない。
どうしたひな子。
私は
君はひな子じゃないか。
私は
君はひな子だ。
はい。私は清水ひな子じゃない。私はひな子。
そうだよ。君は私のひな子だ。
Wondering if there's something happening with the Japanese text of her name in those moments. Like I'm wondering if the see her back's all exposed now too. Yeah, the lips, the muddy lips, that was driving me crazy. I'm wondering if there's something happening with the text of her name. Kind of like in Spirited Away, where like there's a pun on like the reading of her name versus the kanji. Yeah, Mirith, exactly. Yeah, if like the kanji or the representation, visual representation of her name, if there's something there happen. Thank you, Cash. Cash says these dodges are so good. Thank you. Here's where I'm struggling with in this game. No, Hobbs, I don't think it's that. I think maybe when she's saying Hinako, maybe when she's saying Shimizu Himiko, it's being her name Himiko is being spelt differently than when he says Hinako. So that he's like overwriting the text of her name. That's my guess.
Hinako, もう時間がないのよ。いつまでここにいる気なの？
姉ちゃん。
Oh, it's my sister.
久しぶりね、ひなこ。
Oh. Uh-oh. Is this a metaphor for her marrying into a different family?
お姉ちゃんがお姉ちゃんじゃないみたい。
お互い様よ。私の中でのひなこはまだ小学校前。そんな格好をしていると、ひなこがひなこじゃないみたいだわ。
You're dressed as a bunny.
姉ちゃん、私。
あなたが生かされたということは、ここに至ってもまだ迷いがあるということなのね。
迷い？
今日までに何度も言ったかもしれないけれど、もう一度だけ言うわね。生はあなたが選びなさい。誰の意見も聞かなくていい。自分の意志だけで選びなさい。だけれども、これだけは覚えておいて。あなたがそれに悩める時間はもう尽きかけている。いえ、普通の人間ならばとっくに尽きている。
お姉ちゃん。
xenonym. Interesting. Where I'm struggling with the story right now is that this, like, all of the stuff in the shrine is clearly a metaphor, right? Like, it's clearly, like, a very visceral representation of something metaphorical, but I don't know what the metaphor is. So it's all just feels like a lot of sound and fury, but in reference to something that I don't have. Right now it feels like an inside joke that has gone on for 8 hours, and I'm like waiting for somebody to let me in. But right now, yeah, it seems to be a metaphor for marriage. I guess. Yeah, it's clearly a metaphor for marriage, but what does it mean for her? Like, what is her role in all of this? What about this is about what she is experiencing? Did she go through, because she's like a high school student, did she go through an arranged marriage? What is all the deal with Rinko? It's just like, we went through a lot of torture just then. That is clearly like a metaphorical reference of like what you go through in a relationship where you lose parts of yourself and you lose your identity and you get, some of it is learned later. I appreciate that is what this game is doing. It's, I think, kind of obnoxious to play through. I'm hoping that there will be a moment at the end where it all sort of comes together. And from what everybody is saying, that's going to happen. But this is sort of like, it's just a long time. It's a lot of buildup with not a lot to hold on to. And I'm still really struggling with that. And I'll admit that being told that it all comes together and that it's all very clear is not helping that experience. I'm taking a lot on faith here. And see, like, I'm confused what her stake is in this, because it's like, she from her perspective, she was just attacked by Rinko, a weird fucked up version of Rinko. And so why I'm confused is like, what does she think is happening now? What does she think was happening back then? In those alternate worlds, does she think she's hallucinating? What did she think was happening with her sister? There's so little context on her and her perspective. Ooh, I'll take a baseball bat. I just feel really at a loose end. Like, did she see her sister was all fucked up? Why didn't she say anything about it? I don't know. All right. Make your way down the mountain and head to the Shimizu residence. We're here. All right. We're trying to get back home. Okay. Ooh. Oh, are you gonna grow into something if I don't take care of you? Ugh. Alright. I begin taking this medicine out of desperation. My first impression was that it smelled of peaches and is fairly sweet. After taking it before bed for the past 3 nights, I had my first lucid dream. Ooh, for the whole night. Was able to organize my thoughts in a pleasant darkness. Was this what the tales meant when they said the drug allows you to well, I clicked the wrong button, so we don't... We don't get to see the rest of it. This kind eye is frighteningly sharp. I don't have to think about anything anymore. As long as I do what he tells me, I know I'll be happy. He promises me everything I could ever want to be content. A life full of comfort for as long as I live. Status that no one could look down on. And most importantly, endless love for me. For all this, I will give him all of me. Body, mind, soul. I will even give him what I have fiercely protected my whole life. My will to make my own choices. From now on, I will let him decide everything for me and simply do as he says. This is what happiness means to me. Uh-oh. Rain works really hard. I've had a few fights. Rinko's always asking whether she and I are an item. Tell her every time we're not, but she never seems to buy it. Heard a rumor that she was gossiping behind my back. I suppose love can tear friends apart. I don't know what to do. Poor Sakuko. She's such an accessory to what's happening here. Till she left to get married. Junko always told me that the quickest way to happiness is to live the way society expects women to. Well, if there's a quick way to happiness, then there must be other ways too. One time when I was little, Junko showed me how to find my way out of a maze in a puzzle book. There's no doubt that she showed me the quickest solution. Still, what I felt that moment was nothing compared to the joy of figuring it out myself. That's nice. I like that. Ooh, look at me. I love that the journal images have updated as well. Although you can see the mom's hands are bound. And the dad is there. Oh, let's see. Yeah. Monster's taken for the head priest. Looks like Rinko. Okay. It's just combat stuff. All right. Onward. The art is really good. Here's what I'll say. Loving the design of this game. That monster, the boss fights are, they're not like fun from a combat perspective. Nope. They are not fun from a combat perspective, but they are fucking gorgeous. Like all of the moves. Ooh, I'm good. Fine. Maybe I'm not supposed to go this way. The art is really good. The design is really good. Maybe I'm not supposed to go this way. I didn't see a way forward. And I just don't want to have to fight them. The combat remains not very fun. Oh, the game said, where do you think you're going? Am I supposed to get through here? Crowbar there. Do I have to fight you guys? All right, my read on the metaphor here is that I'm supposed to feel like way less powerful now that I'm not like part of like the rich man's family. Okay. But I'm gonna say that the combat while I was the fox was not like significantly more enjoyable or easier. Ugh. I see. Okay, those just explode. I do love that this has become like covered in flowers. Okay. It is hard to make combat a metaphor, a still an enjoyable experience in games, and this one is no different. But that's my guess about what is happening, sort of with the combat changes. It's just like not enjoyable, and it's a shame that it's so much of the game. As opposed to like there being like more puzzles. Just kill me. Yeah. I think it would work better if my impression based on what I understand of the game right now is that when I had the fox arm, combat was supposed to feel a lot better because I'm more powerful, and so that's kind of the metaphor here, right? Is like, where am I? Is that like when I joined the rich family as a wife, everything felt easier and more powerful, but in actuality, it didn't feel all that much better. Maybe that's the metaphor, is that like, I don't know, from that it really only makes sense as a metaphor if the combat was supposed to be better. Okay. Oh, we can read this letter now. Okay. Was this what the tales meant when they said the drug allows you to speak with your inner self? I remember, I've heard that taking vitamin B6 makes it easier to remember dreams. However, I'm sure its effectiveness depends on factors like dosage and body composition. At any rate, this has been a letdown so far. You're fine. Alright, I guess I'm supposed to go down this way. And I guess this will only open when I defeat these creatures? Oh, my thing's about to break. Maybe I wanted to. No, I kind of want to stick with the sledgehammer. Sledgehammer fun. Do you guys hurt each other? That would be super cool of you. I might probably not, huh? Ugh. I mean, I did some dope dodges, so I feel good about that. Alright, now don't spit anybody else out, okay? Alright. I could have counterattacked that. Okay. Alright, do I want to swap this crowbar for this busted up? Ugh. If I'm gonna keep this, I need to repair it now. I only have one repair kit. I do want the sledgehammer, though. I didn't even repair it all the way. No, actually, that makes sense. Okay. Do I want to swap this slightly busted crowbar for a perfect crowbar? Yeah, why not? Treat myself. And I'll eat a bandage before moving on. Okay. Okay, so the game was forcing me to do that combat, which I think is kind of underscores that I think they're supposed to feel like there's a big difference between the two forms of combat. Yeah! One bandage in, one bandage out. I guess I'll pick up this Arare. Ugh. No, thank you. All right. Okay. Uh-oh, is this a dead end? I have regrets. Okay, game just didn't do the attack. Alright, well, joke's on you. So now I can just leave. Alright. Hey. What if we didn't, though? Consider. You guys probably can't go under things, right? It's fine. Something was chasing me. Oh. It makes such sad sounds. I don't... It just makes sad sounds when I kill it. Okay. Alright. Do I need a pill? I'm probably fine. Yeah, the town has gotten more fucked up, huh? Oh. Is it a pig? Oh, so what is this creature? Oh, it's a fox. Ah. Ah. Didn't tell me. Don't mind if I take some candy from these children. Alright. Back up the mountain. Alright, so I want to go left and up. Pardon me. Great music. Really good music in this game.
の町が
It always was, Hinako. Please don't make me fight.
邪魔するなお前たちの仲間にはならない
Oh. What if I don't fight, though? What if I didn't have to fight them, though? Ugh. I do think it's gonna make me fight. Oh, wind up too big. This is pretty gruesome.
時に
Oh, it broke? Damn. You were supposed to last forever, Sledgehammer. Gotta be close to dead, right? Begging you to stop. Okay, there we go. Okay. I guess my sanity will restore if I just leave it. I'll just leave it for a sec. Okay. I'll go back, but what if there's loot? I probably already looted all this. All right. I bet the OST for this
もうすぐだ
is just really good. It's hard to pay attention to it while I'm also doing combat and stuff, but every moment I tune into the soundtrack, I'm like, fucking yeah, this is really good. Let's see. Ooh, okay, we're near a shrine. That would be nice. Hey. I'll let you ladies go. You're clearly on the way to something. Probably don't need my input on. Have anything to give up? Not really. All right, 7.5 hours in. I think that'll be the end of the stream. And we'll be back Sunday for more. They have their business, I have mine. It's so true. And far be it from me to interrupt them. I'm gonna let them high kicky right on through. Fior, you've got the basic vibe of the game. Yeah, we'll be back Sunday for more of this game. I'm dedicated to finishing it. So we're gonna push through to the end no matter what. I say that anything could happen. I could take a deep turn on this, but I really am dedicated to getting through to the end of it to see how I feel like it wraps up the full experience. Thank you, Long Tone. Yeah, if you haven't listened to Burnt Cookbook Party, then you should listen to it. We just published our 100th episode. And the whole show is killer. And you can find that at burntcookbookparty.com, I believe. Or bcbparty.com, maybe. Party.com? Is that it? Yeah, bcbparty.com. We'll take you there. You should give it a listen if you like actual play shows. It's one of the best. I'm not biased. It's really good. Do you think this game is inspiring any essays or not? Maybe. Probably it in regards to the whole Silent Hill franchise and its place in it and how it extends it and deals with it. Anyway. We'll see. We'll see how I feel at the end of the game. We'll be back Sunday for a few more hours of it. So I'll see you all then. Have a good rest of your week and a good weekend. Bye.